Okay, welcome back to the most pointless podcast. I think this is episode number 5, our Christmas special. And today we got a real special one. Obviously, me and Simon as normal, but it is that time of the month. So, joining us this time of the month is
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Chel. I do not know why it's called the time of the month.
I don't either.
Yeah, it's just happened that it's just a time of the month. Anyway, I'm Chel. I'm Dean's other half, and my first podcast.
the much better half. And over to you, Simon. No.
Okay, so it's not really time of the month. This is our Christmas special, and what we're going to talk about today are some icks in relationships. That's a big trend going on at the minute on TikTok. And this is Shannon. She's been on my channel a few times. We've done a lot of Christmas stuff together, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've done relationship questions before.
Yeah.
That we've had from other people, which didn't go down very well. But yeah, this is my significant other. It's not the time of the month for you, is it?
No.
I'm on a winner tonight. That's okay. Yeah, so what we're going to talk about today is icks. And I had to explain to Dean the other day what icks were, which is basically things in a relationship that are cringy. Like that you just like, oh, why are you doing that? Like if someone sat there picking the nose or scratching their eye, I don't know. So I think if I start with one,
Okay,
and then we'll go sort of around the room, so to speak. One of my biggest icks with you is I feel like I should have security or something or a shield. I love you. Yeah, my biggest ick, it's literally the highest one, is when you say Pacific and not specific.
I very rarely say that.
You say it a lot.
No, I don't.
But it's not even like an ick where I'm like, oh, it angers me. Like it genuinely gets me angry.
Why?
When you say Pacific. And I'm like, yeah, just an ocean, yeah.
that's not bad, to be honest. That's okay. We will make mistakes.
Silly thing, like honestly, Shell, the most stupidest things like annoy me in the world, and one of them is Pringles tubes. I'm going off here, but you know when you two don't eat Pringles. Yourself. I know you two don't eat Pringles, but imagine for a second that you do. You know they're in a tube, don't you? Mm-hmm. And imagine you sat there watching a film and you get all the way down to the bottom of the Pringles. You can't get your hand to the bottom.
Oh my God.
And then you've got to tip it, and then you get all the broken, dusty bits, and then you just look like a tramp, just eating all the broken bits of.
Okay. Why don't you just tip it?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's what you just do.
Because then you might get too much in one go.
Oh, well.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
But if you finish the whole thing, I think just the last bits is going to not be too much more.
You've got, fair point. Yeah. How would you feel about my ick?
You're a liar.
I'm talking for me. How can I be lying?
No, because I don't say that. I've said it twice, if that.
No,
so how is that?
You've said it twice where I've picked you up on it.
No.
Okay, right. Okay. Well, what's one of your icks for me?
When you go to the toilet and have a wee, and then there's pee all under the seat and you choose not to wipe it up.
Under the seat?
Yeah, because obviously you lift the seat up, don't you, to have a wee.
Right.
But then there's pee all over the underneath of the seat.
Right, okay.
In the room.
That isn't ick.
Right, okay. Do you mean the porcelain bit?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
I think all guys do this at some point.
Thanks, Steve.
Because
at least clean it up.
Well, what it is, right?
Yeah.
We stand back and we think it's a lot bigger than it actually is. So when we aim for the toilet, it drips down a little bit, and sometimes it might drip on the floor. So I pretend it's the cat, or when I was washing my hands, some of the water dripped on the floor. And knowing damn well that I pissed a little bit on the floor.
I didn't even need to say that. Icky did it for me.
She's told me it before, and I was like, no, this be the cat.
And the funny thing is, I knew it was him, and it's just like, why you lied to me?
Did you just say it was the cat?
The cat gets blamed for a lot in this house.
All the time, literally all the time. Like the dishes are left on the sink. Like who did it? Oh, Podlin did it. Yeah, the cat went and had some breakfast and left the dishes on the sink and they're not washing. Okay.
Cats can be, they're so well trained.
Yeah.
Clever cat.
Yeah. Is that one of your icks then that you were gonna say, Chel?
Yeah, I wasn't even going to go that far, but yeah, that's probably one of the worst icks, absolutely. But luckily, he doesn't do that anymore. That was like in the very first stages when we first moved in together.
I've never.
You've trained him well.
Well, it was if the cat kept on doing it, I would just have to leave, you know. But luckily, the cat cleaned up after itself. So I'm still around.
I mean, do you know what the funny thing is though? Like, you know, when we all arranged to do this podcast. And I said, oh, let's do it on Icks. It's a bit of a trend at the minute. It'd be quite funny content and that. So I told Shannon the other night on the phone. And then you spoke to me last night on the phone. She's like, yeah, I've wrote my list. She says, how many have you got? I said, I've got 2 or 3. I said, we'll say them. And I said, there's a few of us on here. So, you know, we'll have a laugh about them. It's got like 8 written down. I'm like, I've got 3.
2 or 3 pages, and you meant 2 or 3 sentences.
Bring it on.
I'm like, it's Icks, not therapy.
It's all right. It can turn into a therapy session.
Yeah, I'm going to need it. I love you. I don't want to sleep on the sofa. It's cold. So, Chel, what's one of your Icks then, other than Dean weeing around the bathroom?
How long have you got for this
podcast? Just one.
Well, you know what? Dean's lovely, so there's not many. There's just a couple of thousand. But one is, I think, his love for technology. Basically, there's none. So whenever he wants to do anything, it doesn't work. So nothing works basically. So I think the first podcast he had with you, I wanted this room to be the podcast room, and we haven't really finished setting it up yet. So I was like, okay, no, let's get my camera out. You know, we've got a camera. Why aren't we using it? And so, but there's no way that he could just go out of his way and get it set up. I have to do it all for him, from camera, microphone, getting, you know what it was like. I think was it you. I think it was Simon Fan when you did it with him. There was a link on Firefox. Yeah, I was
how dare you?
Sorry. But yeah, there was a link that you have to open the link through Firefox instead of Safari or something like that. And he's like, I don't know what to do. It's not working. I said, just hang on, read what it says. Like, just because an error message comes up, it's like almost like, you know, something's going to eat you alive. It's like,
I pressed the button,
read what it says.
And it instantly didn't work. So that's it. Fuck it. We're not doing it. Turn it off.
And I tried to teach him, but it doesn't want to learn. So I just have to
I do. I can turn the thing on now.
I made it so it doesn't turn off.
The mouse. Cost of living crisis, Dean. You've got to leave the computer on. Well, you one podcast a week.
I'm getting there. Yeah. I know how to put it on sleep mode.
Yeah, he does.
What, you or the computer?
Normally me before the computer.
Yeah, but it's almost with everything, and anything technology wise, it's just it.
Does he like when he's reading a text? Like my mum does that thing, doesn't she? Your mum does it as well, where they have to get the glasses.
Yeah.
But then they'll like hold it at a distance to read it, or they'll be like, is he like that?
No, he's got really good eyesight.
Yeah,
so
I just can't read.
It's just what happens is and the phone just goes flying. So that's what happens.
Oh, so you get like really angry with it.
I never get angry.
Yeah, he never gets angry.
No, I can't see it. I can't see that.
No.
Well, Dean, off the back of that, have you got any? What's one of your?
Payback.
Ah.
Well, you know, I collect weapons and things, more like ornaments, swords, knives, crossbows, crazy shit.
Yeah.
Well, I had to move them all because I get a little bit scared sometimes. There used to be a machete at the side of the bed, and I hid that one because I want to wake up alive in the morning.
I should be the one that's scared, not you.
But my biggest, I'd say, I do struggle to find things. She is great in so many ways, but there is one that, it really grinds my gears. And that is, I really hate to be late. It's a big thing for me, timekeeping. And Chel probably has the second worst timekeeping, because her brothers are even worse than in the world. Because, oh my God, every single morning, it's like we get up, I'll make all the breakfast, we'll have a shower, I'll make the breakfast, I'll cook it, do everything, get it all prepped, meal prep. Okay, you ready now? Hour later, come down, eat the breakfast. I'm like, we got to be like half an hour to an hour late for everything.
No,
at least.
No, not. That's an exaggeration.
Okay, what time did we say this podcast was going to start?
You wouldn't get the technology working.
She's got me there. But yeah, if I can moan about anything about her timekeeping,
I have to admit I am a bit crap at timekeeping, but I'm getting better.
I agree with the timekeeping. Like, she'll say, "Oh, I'll be at yours at 7 and turn up at 9:30."
You no.
Oh yeah.
But no.
What?
Where was the podcast going to be 6 o'clock?
On traffic. That's not my fault.
Oh.
No. It does. Yeah, I get what you're saying with the traffic, but when you leave an hour late, you're going to be an hour later. So you can't use the traffic. Anyway.
It's like when I go to Birmingham every day, it's going to take me nearly an hour.
Yeah.
But if I go at certain times, I know there's going to be a lot of traffic, so it'll be an hour and a half. So I might leave half an hour earlier.
Yeah. You prep for it, don't you? Yeah.
I can't. I have children in school.
I have a child, but
are you traveling to me?
I do travel to you.
Ooh.
Oh God, but I do travel to you. You're a liar. This podcast is over. I am done. I am out. Yeah, at least you won't be late getting home.
Oh.
Right. Back. So it's back on me. One of my icks.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really an ick. It's more of a frustration. I don't know if it's a frustration with you or me, but one of my icks is, you know, when you're like having a bit of a lazy day, and like you've just got your joggers or your scruffs on, you're not going anywhere, you're not doing anything. So I'll be there in joggers, a hoodie or whatever, and just looking scruffy, just looking like a tramp eating sick. Then she comes down looking what she describes as scruffy, but then still looks really good with it. So she'll put like, you know, a matching sweater and joggers on and her trainers and put her hair in a bun and still look really good. But it pisses me off because I look at myself and I think, why do I look like this? And I'm wearing the same sort of thing.
So you've got a really good looking girlfriend naturally, but that's her ick to you.
You can't be mad at her because she looks better than you.
Yeah.
Without trying.
I can, yeah. I don't. Just stop being pretty. That's basically what I'm saying. Well, if you're gonna be scruffy, be scruffy. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but
I think he's scared because you're too good looking for him, and he's scared that you might have other options. So if you scruff it up a little bit and look like a bit of a tramp and nobody will want you, you feel more secure about the relationship.
I'm feeling more insecure that you're both pointing this out to me now. Like, we're supposed to be friends here.
I'm in the same boat. Look at our punching.
Neither of you at any point said, "No, I'm sure you didn't look that bad, Si." You're like, yeah, I can see that, Si.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks.
Yeah, if you mention feel better, mate, when I dress up and I make an effort, I look like a tramp. So imagine what I look like when I don't.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh God, I can't think. Wait.
Oh, he's pulling up the list.
I need to get the list.
Get the list out.
Okay.
Oh my God, there's more than 8. There's way more than 8 ticks there.
Hold on.
There's emojis. Just put emojis.
Right.
What's with the hand on the face ones? And
because it made sense to me.
There's one with sick.
Oh, let's go for that.
Yeah,
one.
this is just but every girl feels this way. I'll say this one, right?
Go on then.
When men in general.
Oh no, this has got to be about me. Can't
okay.
Yeah.
When you fart and then waft it in my face, or try and grab the covers and put it over my face, and then you go, "Have you smelt that?"
Oh no!
Would you ever do that back to
me?
him? Would you do that back to him?
No, I'd be out the door.
What? So you'd be okay doing it to him, but he wouldn't be okay with you doing it.
Do you know what? For like the first year we were together, I'd never heard a fart, and she wouldn't go the bathroom in my house for a number 2 for about a year, and then she stayed here for a few weeks, like over the 6-week holidays. And she clearly had to go at some point, and it became this big ordeal for her because her anxiety got through the roof because she had to have a poo in my house.
But what if it was a really big one and a skid mark got blocked and the toilet got blocked up and it just flushed?
That is exactly what happened.
I wasn't going to say that, but that is what happened.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
The first time she come out, she was like, "He won't flush."
Oh, no.
I wasn't going to say that, but you brought that up.
You know, we've got to the point now. Sometimes the toilet doesn't flush great, or you might have a bit of a floater. And then the next one goes in the toilet. All you hear is, "Ha ha, there's a little brown fish." And I'm fuck, it didn't go down.
That's just disgusting.
Yeah, but at least you don't get mad at me and kick me out of the house.
You feed the fish.
Well, no. Flush the fish.
Lots of toilet roll.
Sharky and George. Yeah. So, Chel, have you got anything that's not toilet related?
Yeah. So, Dean likes to do this thing all the time. At least, say around 50,
I know what this
could be 100 times a day.
You dirty bastard.
I know, isn't it? And it could be anywhere. It could be in private, in public, around anybody.
I know it's coming.
You know what's coming.
Yeah, you.
Yes. So this is one of them. He will randomly, like when he's getting in a car or getting out of a car, sitting down or standing up, he has to spin around before doing the action. So before he wants to get inside the car, he'll open the car door, turn around, and then sit inside the car. Gets out, does the same thing, spin around, and then walk away.
Okay, so in my defense, I'm fat. It's hard getting in place. It's sometimes easier to go in backwards. It's easier to turn around. Secondly, I'm scoping out. I've did security for so long, I'm paranoid to fuck. I have to see what's behind me all the time. And thirdly, I got no excuse. I've just got OCD. I'm a fucking freak.
That's the reason. He's got OCD.
But I need to see what's behind me as well. Like,
just have a rearview mirror behind you constantly then. Wouldn't that make more sense?
I've got to ask, is this just getting in and out of the car, or can this be like you're in a restaurant, you just about sit down?
In a restaurant,
and you have to...
in the gym, before he's going to start his next rep.
No.
Yes.
It's just
yes.
Feels comfortable. Okay?
You know what?
Like a cat, like when a cat goes to sit down, it spins around a few times.
And I just, you know what? I just watch him. You know what? When we were first dating, I was like, what is he doing? Like, why is he turning around? And he's doing it again. I was like, what? He's got OCD. And now I just go, spin around, little ballerina, spin around.
You could get like a laser pen and see if he follows it.
No, next time I'm going to do like a reel. Every time I'm just going to record him, every one that he does in different locations. It's just going to be ballerina. And put a ballerina dress on you as well, actually.
Yeah, and then put like a song to it, like you spin my head round. You just have loads of him turning around and stuff. Yeah,
I will.
Oh, Dean, it sounds like an autistic trait. That does, to be honest.
Okay, that's not even like that's level 1, right?
Levels to this. Let's go.
Yes. Okay. Check out his wallet.
What's wrong with my wallet apart from it's empty?
No, when he has notes in there, All of the queen's faces has to be facing forward. You
I'm
can't.
Same.
Yeah.
What?
What's it's in order, isn't it? You put
you can't back to back them.
Okay.
And the fold has to be neat. If you're folding them.
I think neat, fair enough.
I'm weird with money though, because I hate cash.
Yeah.
Like I hate notes. I give it you, don't I? Have to just like changing. Like I'm like, I don't want it. Like,
give it me, you don't want it.
Like it's always in my kitchen window. I just throw it in the kitchen window, and I'm like, I don't want it. I can't be doing with cash. I hate it.
Okay, so that wouldn't work too well. What about your coins though? So when he has his coins, they all has to be facing a certain direction.
Just stack them.
No.
When you have change in your pocket, sometimes I'll when you're playing with whatever's in your pocket with your hand in there, you're just messing about. I'll put them in order inside my pocket, so that's like stacked in my pocket.
That's a bit of OCD. Yeah,
it's a bit weird actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we'll cut that bit out. We'll cut that bit.
No, it's fine. All right then, who's next? Is it your turn?
I had one. I can't remember it now.
When she tells people all your icks on a podcast, is that an ick?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. See, before we did this, she went, "I'm not doing this. I'm not going to say anything bad about you to public people. I don't think it's right."
I haven't said anything
and she's
bad.
just gone straight in, hasn't she? Straight for the jugular.
Lucky, really. But there's more. No, I'm joking.
What was I going to say?
The look she's giving you.
Look at she's going to stab me.
Dare you. I know where the machete is.
No. Don't worry about machete. I've got something else. Can I show this?
Show what you want. It's in your hand. I'm scared of it.
Wow, why is it heavy?
They're everywhere. They're in every room. If I don't do as I'm told,
that's a big chopper you've got there.
Yeah.
She's always...
nice blunt edge as well.
Is that for the cucumber?
It's more like a cocktail sausage.
She's got the movement.
Yeah.
And she's been deadlifting your body weight
15 times like a rag doll.
Yeah. 15 yards away.
This is why I don't want to play this game.
The only reason she's not done it yet is because you're so big, the hole is taking ages to dig.
Yeah, exactly. Go on then.
Okay, this is not so much as a nick. Well, this made me laugh the other day. Like it doesn't annoy me in the slightest, but it was funny. So we had this ongoing joke since we met. Chel moved into my house and I live in the shed because like she just took over. But it came to my realization the other day when our internet was really playing up. We had to ring the internet up. So that you go through all these questions on it. What's your password?
Ring the internet.
Yeah.
Hello, is that the internet?
Yeah, we ring the internet.
Mark Zuckerberg here. I think you need Elon.
No, that's my technical term, okay? Who with Virgin Media? Whoever we're with. We rang them. We rang the internet. Said, listen, internet maker. You're all bastards.
We rang the internet. Jesus answered.
Yes. So they ask you your security questions and then they're like, what's your email? None of mine worked. So I'm like, this is my fucking house. This is my internet.
I know where he's going with that.
Chel says, oh, let's try mine. Work straight away. So it came to my realization that everything that I have and own is now all in her name. I own
and you're paying it.
She just took over. I do actually live in the fucking shed now. And if anybody says anything, she'll just ring the police and say there's this bastard in my house. Get him out. All on paper. Yep. Get out. Yeah. I'm homeless.
And she can access everything whilst you're still paying the direct debits, basically.
Yeah. And I can't because I can't even turn the fucking computer on. So I'm fucked, ain't I?
This is true.
That's why it's fine. He doesn't know anything about technology.
Yeah, he'll look at the computer and go, Apple, right, I need to ring Apple. Apple, you're the internet.
I went in the fucking fruit bowl complaining. I picked an apple up.
dear.
I'm getting there slowly.
Yeah.
What was my ick? I'll take over the house.
It's not so much of
it's tidy now. I think it's clean. There's no pee on the floor anymore.
Oh yeah, I've got a good ick actually. Next time round, I'll save it.
Oh.
Okay, I've only got one left for you. So my ick is Shannon always says we don't do enough things together.
Oh.
She's like, we don't really go out as much, and we don't do this and we don't do that. And I have quite bad anxiety anyway about going into like, especially lively places. Like, I can't do clubbing anymore. So it has to be like something like chilled for me. But my biggest ick is she will make a million arrangements with all of her friends, give me calendar notifications for updates on all the things she's doing with her friends, but then she'll never plan anything for us to do.
Because she knows you're saying no.
I don't say no, though. I don't.
Yes, you do.
If it's nightclubs, yeah, that's a straight no.
No.
Like you go and do that with your friends. That's cool. Like you've done that for like the last 2 years. But
if there's anywhere where there's people, then it's a straight no. So I think she's just give up asking.
The only thing that he actually agreed to go into was when we went to that gaming place in Liverpool.
Gay men place.
Yeah, it's a gay men place. No, there was a huge. It was on like 3 stories, like an arcade.
Yeah,
it had like really old school games right up to new stuff. That was quite fun. And then we went that Peaky Blinders bar that was nothing like Peaky Blinders.
It was rubbish.
That was terrible. That was, but it was a good day.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah,
but that was the only thing that you've got.
Well, we've done other things. We've done bowling and stuff. It doesn't have to.
Do you know the real reason? Because he's too busy, sat on his computer chatting shit with me. Like this. He's too busy.
What do you mean? Yeah.
On Fortnite.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Maybe.
But this is all going to change, isn't it? Because we're going to do this.
Yeah.
We're going to go to places and do worse. We're going to do shit.
Yeah.
We're going to do horrible shit.
We've got to meet up as well.
I've heard this too many times.
What?
That we're going to go and do something and then we just don't do it.
Okay, next weekend. What are you doing? We'll book this now. What are you doing?
Working.
I'm selfish.
And the
They
weekend
ruined it.
that.
It was them. It wasn't me. I didn't decline.
Sorry,
they did.
Give us as soon as Christmas run's done, we're free.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Absolutely selfish, these pair.
Sorry, we need to pay the bills.
How very dare you?
I don't really want to live in the shed with Dean, so
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but hang on. Shannon attempts, she wants to go out. What's your attempts on taking her out?
I've asked you.
No, but it's not just the asking, it's the by the way, I've booked this for us tonight. You know.
I've booked this for us tonight.
All right. Podcast.
There we go.
Ta-da. No.
Thanks, babe.
Anyway, what's your ick, babe?
Thanks, babe.
1 minute.
This is not my first rodeo.
Okay, you ready?
That list is long. We need to.
No,
talk
I need
later.
I need to ask this question because I don't understand it.
Oh, okay, go on then. Yeah.
But a lot of old people do it, but you do it. Okay. And I get confused because I don't understand why. Why do you sleep with socks on?
Oh.
I
A lot of old people do it.
I need to know.
A lot of my male friends do it. Yeah. It's quite a few lads I know that sleep with the socks on. To be honest, I think it's just something I did as a kid, and it's just stayed with me. And I don't like, unless I can't be barefoot. Like I can't walk around the house barefoot. I think that's gross.
No, I can't do that.
Unless I've got like sliders or flip-flops or something on. But I just don't like my own feet anyway. So
yeah, but they need to breathe.
Yeah, they breathe if I'm in the shower or the bath, and the time it takes for me to get
breathe
ready.
underwater.
And in a summer period, if I've got me flip-flops on,
Right.
that's the time they get to breathe.
Okay.
Yeah, why is this an old people thing anyway?
Just because I'm
Fully offended. Fully offended.
That go to bed with the socks on, and I
Right.
thought, why do you do it? So it's not like you have like pajamas or anything like that. It's not like a routinely thing. It's like
Boxers
just
and
in
socks,
socks.
yeah.
I'm like, what?
It's not just socks.
No,
I wear,
boxers as
I wear
well.
my boxers.
But yeah, I just didn't understand.
No, I just think it's just something since a kid. I don't know.
If you got a feet phobia, you just don't like seeing.
I can't stand. Like if we were in bed, I can't stand it if her feet touch my feet.
Oh no, I can't. To be honest,
that's an ick. I think that's an ick for a lot of people. Though it's like,
Yeah.
oh, get off me! Like, or when they put, like, you might know this, Dean, when they put their cold feet on you to warm them up. Like, get your mingy little paws off.
I do it, but I wouldn't like it being done to me.
I'm the same. You know, I realise that must feel so horrible, but I'm like, just a bit cold.
Yeah.
You minging little paws off me.
How much are they cute, aren't they?
Ugh. You've got nice feet to look at. Just I don't want to touch them.
But I don't know why that cringes you out when you've got socks on, because I'm not touching your feet.
It's just the thought. It's just it's making me feel weird now.
Yeah, you got a thing about feet. That's what it is.
Yeah, why? Why do people want photos of feet? I don't want to like think of a foot, let alone view a foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Chel.
Oh, my turn.
These pair are just like, yeah, I hate it when he says I love you too many times. Oh, really, really great. So I'm like, okay, you love me. Stop it.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I know.
Come on, there must be loads. Come on, I'm fat on the snore. Where do I stink? You know what I mean? Like skid marks in the toilet.
Oh, yeah, I'm used to cleaning them up all the time.
I do clean the toilet.
I don't think you do.
he doesn't clean the time.
No, if there's a skid mark, what you do when you go back for a wee, most guys will wee at
Try and shower
and
it
try and
as hard as you can.
hit it as hard as you can with as much pressure to pee that off.
Yeah, but it's still left.
There's not. I
there.
don't think there's not one guy. It's probably not spoken about, but I don't think there's not one guy that doesn't like. They see it and they go, "Yeah, I'll blast that off." They think that their thing is like a pressure washer.
But why was it there in the first place?
But even in a public toilet, it's a
fair,
game, isn't it? It's like a game. Try and get it off.
Yeah, and to be fair, like once you've been and you've done your number 2, and you know most of the time you put the lid down and you flush, you're not seeing what's stuck around.
You put the lid down, then flush.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't need to look at what I've produced. I'm not making a collage.
I've never heard of that before.
What? Put the lid down?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just reduces the smell, doesn't it? Because when you flush, it sort of puts it in the air, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's your own poo. It doesn't.
Yeah, but if you're in the house as well, I don't want it to smell worse.
Oh, do you know one thing he does do, but I don't think he knows that I know?
What, splash pad?
What?
Or the tap?
The tap, yeah.
Yeah, I do put the tap
he
on.
puts the tap on, and so I know when he's having a poo.
No, I'll run the tap because my bathroom's downstairs next to the kitchen, and my kitchen is like the communal area.
Yeah.
So she'll be stood in the kitchen having a cup of tea or something. So if I'm going to go and do a number 2, I'll run the tap so she doesn't have to listen to the sound effects of me doing that.
Yeah, well, she just said she does fucking know. She's hearing a tap trickling. Then
what would you prefer? The sound of water running or me pebble dashing? Do you know what I mean? I'd go with the water.
But when I go to the toilet, he'll stand at the door.
I'll rattle the handle.
And be like, yeah, he'll either rattle the handles.
I'll wait till she's settled and then start rattling the handle.
Yeah, because it opens if he rattles it that hard. So then I start panicking while I'm trying to go to the toilet. Or he'll be like, oh, are you cooking chicken? Are you frying chicken? And I'm like, oh,
right,
stop it.
When she wheezes, it sounds like, you know, when you put chicken and diced chicken in a pan, it sounds like she's frying chicken. It's like, psh.
Why are you there with a glass to the door listening? No,
it's loud.
What's wrong with
But I don't like going to the toilet anywhere.
Do a splash pad. Do you do a splash pad?
What is that?
Load the toilet roll down.
Put toilet roll in the toilet first, and it's like it dampens the sound.
But then what if you block to the toilet?
No, I don't mean like the whole roll, like a few squares. No?
You gotta put some down because, like, especially if you're in public, like I tried never to ever poo in public. But if it's emergency and you have to, you gotta put it all on the seat, a little bit down there, because you're not getting a bit of splashback like Neptune's kisses. It's like
Neptune's kiss.
That is disgusting.
But it is if it's in public. I don't want that. It's always shit in the bottom of the toilet. And
I can't believe like how much we've talked about going for a shit.
Yeah, it seems
on
very...
the Christmas special.
A lot of hassle going to the toilet.
How long have you two been together?
Nearly 2 years now. It'll be 2 years.
2 years, and you're still like this about toilet, like, and we've been.
I mean, I don't think it's an issue.
No,
it's just we're just pointing these things out.
No, there is an issue. When
oh
you
right,
stand
okay.
At the door, and you're like, "Are you having a poo?"
That's just banter.
Like, yeah, but I panic. And I don't like that because I can't do anything in peace.
But I like the fact that you're sat there just flustered and just like, oh my God.
Nice.
Let her have a little me time.
You know what, Shannon, you just need to put your cold feet on him at night, I think.
Yeah.
Payback.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'll just take the bathroom door off.
Put your cold feet on him and fart under the covers and
let's have an open plan bathroom. We just get rid of the door altogether.
You'd have no friends coming over to your house.
That's right.
Yeah.
I won't be here.
And I can look at your strained face.
just get really close and stare at her in the eye.
Yeah, just like,
of course she's strained.
You need a hand.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Right. So it's whose turn is it? Shel's, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
she just went. It's Dean's last turn. Let's
You
go.
didn't give one.
Didn't I?
She didn't give one. Well, I'll go anyway.
Did she give one?
Yeah, it was that's what started off the conversation about the poo.
Oh yeah. It was a skid mark
on the toilet.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I give it to you.
Yeah, what?
Skid marks in the pan, but anyway, so
gives you the gift of cleaning.
Oh, thanks.
You know what? It is hard to find bad things about her because we get along so well. We do everything together.
He's gonna find something horrible now. He says that. Wait for it.
But
but
I love you so much.
Oh, here we go.
But anyway, so no, we basically. I believe it's healthy in relationships to have your own time apart, do your own stuff.
Yeah.
We are literally in each other's pockets every day. I mean, at the minute we work together, we train together, we do everything together. And I can't get enough of her. It's never a problem. I mean, every relationship has arguments now and then, and she does try to chop my head off with swords and stuff. But they are rare these days. We don't really argue. We just get a bit annoyed at each other so much. If there's an argument, I just run because the machete comes out. But so it is hard, really. She just puts a smile on my face every single day. We're like over 5 years in. If we go out, if I've been gone sometimes she stay at her dad's and she's gone for a couple of days, or if I've gone to the shop for 5 minutes, I come in the door. As soon as I open the door, I just scream, and I call her pie. I go, pie! And then all I hear is her scream it back, and then we run at each other and we just grab each other like we haven't seen each other in 10 years. Just because it's fun, it's silly, and I believe like it makes you want to be around that person more because we're always just having fun, stupid shit stuff, you know what I mean? We're just mental together. And it's great that she does it with me and she don't just look at fucking weirdo, what's wrong with you? It wouldn't work. But trying to find anything that annoys me other than timekeeping, because that, oh God, that really does.
Oh, I thought you actually had a really bad one coming up.
I really don't.
He's got all the nice stuff out and then he's just gonna
dab her in it. I find it hard to.
I think you already said the big one, which is timekeeping. That's the
yeah, that really annoys me, to be honest. But this room, for instance, our little office, we're going to sort it out. Within 2 days, this room is piled to the ceiling, just in junk, shit everywhere.
It's not.
And then we gotta do some work now. So she said, I'll just clean the office. She'll spend like 12 hours cleaning the office out, and it'd be spotless. We get half an hour's work done. 2 days later, it'd be fucking the same again. And it's this constant routine. It just becomes a dumping ground. This is a
very small room, and I've got so many things. I've got businesses to run, and I've got a lot of things, and they just don't. There's not enough space in the room. So either we break a wall down, or you get me a bigger house, love.
The problem is we're in a 3-bedroom house, and there's only 2 of us. There's lots of space. The problem is I'm a bit of a hoarder. And I think she's a bit of a hoarder.
Yeah.
We need to declutter.
Yeah, massive.
We need to fucking declutter and just. We're in the process of sorting the whole house out. So I'm hoping we will get there. But yeah, a little pet hate maybe is the clutter's building up. Oh, I got one. I got a brilliant one.
You just had your turn.
No,
how excited was he that he's thought of something though?
So like, I like to cook.
Yeah.
Through my bodybuilding career, I'd have at least 6 meals a day. I've always cooked for myself every 2 to 3 hours. And I never really bothered so much myself as crap food, but I really enjoy cooking for other people. So I make a thing of like cooking most of the time. If Chel's on the computer and she's working, I won't allow her to cook or clean if she's working when I'm not. So I try to be fair. We do split everything quite a lot. She's very good. But one thing pisses me off, I cook and then I wash all the dishes, I clean, and then I have to go on a hunt around the house. Like there's no glasses or cups in the fucking cupboard.
That's you.
There's only 2 of us and there's like 10 cups. So where the fuck are they? I find a couple in the office, half full.
Bedside table.
Bedroom, one in the living room. I'm like, what's this? And she goes, Podlin did it.
Oh,
because I blame the cat all the time.
We already had this conversation.
Puddling did it.
You're bad for that. You are really bad for the cup thing.
Yeah.
Or like if you leave it half full, just
and then get a fresh one, don't they?
Or like like you go and put it on the side in the sink next to the bowl, and then you get this build up this ring that you got to scrub it out with bleach or just dunk it in the bowl. Let it soak.
I've got a dishwasher.
Yeah, no. Oh, do you just give me a look as if to say, yeah, I understand what Dean's saying?
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
It's not that bad. It's just some cups.
I have a dishwasher and she will do dishes in my house, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, because if the dishwasher's on, but there's pots in the sink, I don't want them. No.
But that's nice. She does the cleaning for you. That's not Nick.
But did you hear that? She's come round to your house and now she's laying the rules. No, this is not happening.
Yeah, just dishwasher, babe. She frees up your time. Yeah. Anyway, so that's it on the Christmas special. There was a lot of poo involved in that. Dean is madly in love. Chel's going to chop his head off. Me and you are probably going to break up after this. But I have got some. We're not going to break up. We're not going to break up, are we? No. Okay, just checking. I've got some. I think they're funny reasons why people broke up at Christmas time. I found these on the internet.
Okay.
And I thought I'd just read some of these out and get your guys' reactions from these. So these are Christmas time breakups and reasons why. So this is from G Preheart on Twitter. I farted and announced it loudly in a restaurant. Boyfriend said, yeah, this isn't going to work, and left. Split up.
The female farted loud and announced it to everybody.
Yeah, but announced it. It's not just like, oh, try and sneak this out. We've all been there where you try, it's like, oh, I can't, what am I going to do? I can't go to the bathroom. I've just been for a wee. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You try and like, act like you're adjusting on the seat and then you get the fart roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how long have they been in a relationship? Like?
It literally is just a tweet. But it's the fact that she knew it was coming and thought, do you know what?
Yeah.
I've let this build up. There's going to be some power in this. I'll just announce it.
God. See, that bit doesn't, but I'd find that slightly funny. But if Chel did that to me, and I'll just be like, if you think it's okay doing that, you're not the right person for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd be offended.
You'd be offended.
Yeah, because I'd want to do that for the jokes of it. And if you did it first, I'd be like, I didn't realize we were at this level where we could do this.
But you would have done it to her at that level.
At the minute, I'm not doing it because I'm holding back.
So when you're ready, then it's okay.
Yeah, you've got to do it first. Take the leap, babe. Take the leap.
Okay.
I'm with you.
He's giving you the go-ahead there.
I know.
Not now. It's a delicate microphone.
But
Right.
do you think that woman is probably the most trustworthy woman? Like, she was very honest to admit that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it could have been a prank and she didn't really fart. I just wanted to see that guy's reaction. And he left.
Or you know when you sit down sometimes and the chair sounds like you farted, and then you're like, no, it's the chair, and then you try and repeat it and it doesn't happen.
I've done that so many times.
You're like, no, honest, what? It's not doing it now. It's the chair. I swear, it's the chair.
Oh my gosh.
Right, next one is from Kirsten, again on Twitter. I was dating a guy in another city, and he called me in tears saying he could not leave his wife and kids. My response, what wife and kids?
She wasn't in a relationship in the first place, was she? She was just a fuck on the side. She was just a rat bag. So good riddance to him.
Yeah. These are all, if anybody wants to see these on Twitter, these are all on a hashtag called How I Got Dumped. So the next one is Julia Hare, again, Twitter. My ex texted me at 11:59 on New Year's Eve and dumped me. And while my friends all screamed Happy New Year, I screamed, I just got dumped.
Oh.
Did he give the reason why?
No, but he waited until, I mean, what kind of vindictive person's like, I'm going to ruin her New Year. I'm going to wait till 11:59 because we all know we've been there. New Year's Eve, you call that 11:45, don't you, if you're not together, because you're always worried about the networks being too busy. I'll send my text 10 minutes earlier so it goes through. He's waited till 11:59. Or plot twist.
Seen a girl.
Okay.
Thought I need to end this.
Right. Right. Or do you think she's done something?
He's probably with that girl, so I'm thinking more like he's caught her out doing something and thought, I'll get you back, you fucking bitch.
Yeah.
I'll wait until New Year's and I'll really.
It's very vindictive, isn't it? That 11:59.
You've got to be either a really, really bad person or she was a really, really bad person.
Yeah. Plot twist again. Yeah. So the next one is from Bree. My friend was going to propose to his girlfriend. When he knelt down, she said, now would be a good time to tell you I'm cheating on you.
No.
Lost it.
So my friend was going to propose. So that to me says he's set this up. He's planned this out. He's set this up. He's got some close friends, maybe family there. Maybe his mum and dad could be there. You know, I'm guessing, you know, because with it saying my friend, like you wouldn't just normally randomly have your friend there when you're going to propose. And then she's hitting with the, this is probably a good time to say, I'm banging your dad, whoever it is.
That's so wrong. So bad. Like, she could have just said politely, look, we need to talk. Not, this is a good time to tell you I'm cheating on you. That's
in front of the other people. Like that's just, she didn't give a fuck, did she? That's
I wonder if the friend got it on film.
I'm wondering, like, did she know he was going to propose? Because it's not often that you get like your family and friends together like that, is it? Unless there was an event and he thought this will be the opportunity to propose.
Did she say that the guy that I'm cheating on you with is the guy there?
I know, the friend.
Is the friend. Yeah. Okay, the next one is Stephen is my name on Twitter. Excuse me, burping. Is that it?
No.
No, okay, cool. I was seeing this woman I worked with for a while. After a few weeks, our boss called me into his office and told me that Susan wanted to see other people. He felt so bad that he gave me the rest of the day off.
What?
Huh?
So she's gone to her boss.
They both work at the same place.
Yeah.
His boss has called him in and said, Luke, she wants to see other people. So he's had to break up. His boss has had to split the relationship up on her behalf. He's felt so bad as a boss, he's given him the rest of the day off.
Oh, she's banging the boss.
In it.
Oh,
She's banging the boss.
Why did you jump to
Why
that
would-
conclusion?
Well, why would the
They
boss
both-
have to do the
they
break-
both-
It's gotta be. He feels bad, so he let him have the day off work.
Yeah, you wouldn't, would you? You'd be like,
No.
oh, I can't. Yeah, it's a graft, isn't it?
And why would he do it on her behalf?
Yeah.
to get the
if he
guy out of
wasn't
the way.
connected.
Maybe he'd like she doesn't even know. So the boss made it up because he's banging her or wants to bang her,
No,
and then told each other.
You've
no,
gone
the
next
boss said
level.
you're not allowed to see him. Like the boss, like it's either me or you're out of the job. So
Yeah. And she's like, I don't know how to say it. And he's like, I'll tell him. Don't you worry, Susan. I'll tell him. I'll give him the day off.
yes.
Was it a small business and he got the day off and then they just did bits in the office to celebrate? I don't know. on his desk.
Oh my god, that's so bad. But probably-
Okay. Next one. This is Victoria Pike. I tried to break up with a guy 4 years ago. When I started to dump him, he said, we'll talk about this later, and rushed away. I haven't talked to him since, so I guess we're still dating.
How long? Sorry, how long?
4 years ago.
4 years.
She was
ago.
about to break up with him. He's like, no, we'll talk about this later. Bailed because he clearly didn't want the rejection from her. He knew what was coming. And they've not spoke since. So in her eyes, they're still like,
Oh yeah,
joking,
obviously
they're
they're still together. It's all fine. He'll be back soon.
do you reckon? He'll be back soon. Like she's waiting.
She's waiting.
Like he's a dad gone get milk.
yeah. Oh my gosh, that happens though, right? They just don't want to say the word or hear the words. They just disappear.
Yeah. This next one ties in with one of my icks, babe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are you ready for this one? This one's from Unicorn Humper. Love the name. She said Pacifically instead of specifically all the time. She didn't like being corrected. She broke up with me specifically for that reason.
I wouldn't do that. Oh, dear.
Getting a bit fidgety.
I wonder why does it wind you up that much? Because I'm retarded and I can't say many words.
Because-
all the time,
I do
actually.
all the
It's
time.
the definition of the word.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
more
I
annoying
get that
because
word, but
you need to be specific with that, at least that word.
but would you break up with her over it?
No.
Yeah, there was a pause there.
There
No,
was.
There was.
No,
The girls picked that up, you know.
Look, you asked me a question. I thought
faster than
about it for a second. I answered.
Would you,
You know what? That's a girl's reaction versus a
I
guy's
shouldn't
reaction.
have to think.
No.
Okay.
Oh no, you know what? You're allowed to think. It's fine. It's a guy thing.
Okay. This is another Christmas breakup. This is from Mary Lou. During Christmas dinner, his family were drawing names for next year's Secret Santa. My name was not included.
that's
Oh, was that a
really-
family meeting?
a really
Tell
shit
me.
way to break up, isn't it? It basically,
Yeah.
because your name's not in it, you're not going to be there next year, bro.
But
Too cowardly to say it to your face right now.
was it his like mum or dad like pulling the names out? He must have had to say like, Luke, don't
Don't put her
don't
name
pull
in.
Shannon's name out. Like, don't put her name in there because
Yeah.
you know after Christmas, done 11:59 New Year, she's gone.
Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah,
That is bad.
Some people are ruthless, aren't they?
I'd be more annoyed that I'd just paid for a Secret Santa that year, and they had the cheek to not put me in next year's.
Yeah.
Imagine if you got like a naff Secret Santa present and they didn't put you in next year's.
And you got a really good one for them.
Yeah.
Like, you just spent all this fucking money. Like, why didn't you just break up with me before Christmas, before I spent all that money? You
Yeah.
bitch?
Yeah. I've got one final one. This is a bit weird, this one. This is, again, another Christmas breakup. This is Tanya DeBoer on Twitter. My first boyfriend set a small fire in the field behind my house to get me to dump him. When I told him he was an idiot, but didn't end it, he told me it was over because he couldn't be with someone who didn't take fire safety seriously.
I don't understand people. Just sit down, have a fucking conversation, tell your problems through, and say, sorry, we can't be together.
Like, that's the thing. What's his thought process like? I need to end it with her. How can I end it with her? Can I text her? Do I call her? Do I meet her? Do I go round that? No. I'm going to set a fire in the back of her garden to annoy her so much that she just dumps me.
Well, get your attention, wouldn't it?
No, I think he was just had some issues, set a fire and wanted to break up with her. And that's his excuse that she didn't take fire seriously.
Yeah. But he didn't either.
Well, yeah, exactly. Clearly.
So why would you set
in the first place?
Yeah, he's just a hypocrite.
Yeah, he's definitely not a fireman.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, we need to wrap this up. And I think the best way to wrap it up would be, ironically, no pun intended, what is the worst thing that's happened to you at Christmas, or the worst gift you've gotten or you've seen somebody else get? I tell you what, I'll go first while you're all thinking.
I got too much horrific, horrible shit.
We've got some good juicy ones.
The worst Christmas gift I got wasn't necessarily the gift in itself, but it was with an ex. Am I okay to? Yeah, thank you. After just, I got a card. No presents. I got a card. It was a Christmas card. It was from Tesco because it still had the sticker on. And it wasn't even that. There was something inside the card. There was a scratch card inside the card, right?
It's been the one.
So it wasn't like it was, there's a cost of living crisis. We had no kids. We were living together. We had money. Do you know what I mean? So I'd spent like quite a lot on all these random fancy perfumes she liked and this, that, and the other. So I'm like thinking, there must be something else. So anyway, long story short, that's all I got. But it gets worse. So I scratched the card and I won on the card. I won £50 on the scratch card. She then came over and said, well, because I bought it, we need to split it.
Merry Christmas.
If you were her, surely you'd be like, I'm broke. Like, I've spent all my money. Like, what am I going to do? I've got him a scratch card. And then you see him win. You'd be like, oh, thank God for that. Like, it wasn't just £1 and 50p for the card. He's won 50 quid. Saving grace. Thank God. Nah, I want half of that.
I'm hoping that this situation is the reason why she's now an ex.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you put up with somebody like that?
Did you go then in the back garden and set fire to the grass?
No. I don't even think I cashed the card. I think I kept it for a couple of weeks and just kept making excuses like I'd forgot to take it back to the Tesco Express that was across the road, just because I was waiting for a time when she wasn't around so I could go and cash it and just spend the whole thing. Because at that point I'm thinking, no, I'm not splitting with her. Do you know what I mean?
I thought it was going to be like one of them joke ones where it's
it was
the big thing.
No, it was 50 quid I'd won, and she wanted half of that.
You should say, I want half of all the presents I gave you then.
Yeah, I was tempted to just put her perfume on for work. Like, I'm only 50% of this bottle.
No, just pour half of it out and then give it back to her.
Yeah, if I bought tampons, cut them in half, I'm having half of that. Do you know what I mean? 50-50, sweetheart.
Just take the string bits so she can't get them back out.
Or just cut the sticky bits off the liners. I can be vindictive too,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You got any? Worst present. Doesn't have to be
I
what
can't
you've
think.
received, but you've seen someone else get.
I've never seen like a really bad present.
Has your dad like ever bought your mum like a Hoover for Christmas?
I think my dad bought my mum a washing machine for Christmas, and my dad had Frosties for a month.
Frosties.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
she
it'd be
didn't
for a
cook.
month. Yeah, she
oh.
wouldn't cook for him. No.
He didn't have to. So she was like, "No, you have to have Frosties," or he couldn't be
He would
bothered to
not.
cook.
Yeah, he wouldn't cook for himself. So my mum would just give him Frosties, and be like, "No, there you go."
But he couldn't order food.
Oh no, no.
I'd be well
Okay.
happy with the new washing machine.
I'd be happy with a washer, but I get it.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be happy with a washer in January.
Mm.
No, I don't think. Do you know what I mean? That as a gift, it's lovely. Do you know, especially if you need a new washer.
Yeah.
He got me last Christmas an extension
No,
One of them.
Right, hang on. No,
way.
It
no.
makes sense.
She's in her bedroom. Her TV is miles away on the wall, right? And she has to unplug loads of different plugs to just plug a TV in. But it wasn't a smart TV. So I bought her, as a joke present, an Amazon Fire Stick and an extension lead so she could make it into a smart TV and have it plugged in and on. I thought it was funny and useful.
It was. It is. Was.
She was really laughing.
When you opened it, what was your instant reaction?
I didn't. I opened the extension lead first, and I just didn't know what to say. Just like,
What else did I get you?
you got me a photo album.
That I had made. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that you-
lovely.
yeah.
Perfume.
Yeah.
It wasn't just an extent. Look at how you've played this
No,
now.
you said.
Look at what you've done. I see you. He got me an extension lead and wrapped it round my neck.
It's pressure this time for Christmas presents, isn't it?
Eh,
So what about you?
Crappy
Christmas present.
I don't, to be honest. I'm surprised this isn't one of your icks. I can't really remember. My memory is just that bad.
Oh,
I can't
yes.
remember what
I
presents
forgot.
I've got. Yeah. But one thing that I do remember from someone that I believe what they did was gave me the gift I gave them the year before. And it's still the sticker and everything on it. I was like, hang on a second, I gave you this exact thing. I swear I did.
Did it have your label on that said Merry Christmas?
No,
Shannon.
they rewrapped it, but
Yeah.
I was very, very sad.
Are you sure it was the same one and they didn't think, oh, this was really nice that Chel got us. Let's get her one. She would enjoy that.
Nah.
They just re-gifted it back to you.
Yeah, they re-gifted it. I could. Yeah.
Are you
it
still
didn't-
friends with them?
Yeah. That's one of those
How
things.
she said that was the fakest smile. She's like, yeah, yeah,
no,
only on Facebook, yeah.
No, it's just like, it's one of those things where I thought I don't have a problem with them, but I can see they've got a problem with me, and I was like, you don't have to like me if you don't want to. It's okay, but it's just like, all right, if that's how you want to show your little digs, carry on. It's not a problem.
Oh, so you think that they don't like you from whatever vibes you
Yeah.
get? Do you think that was like a shitty move then? To send it back
I
to
just think people are weird sometimes. I don't even know why. Because like I said, like it's like you're allowed to have an opinion. It's okay if you don't like me. It's not a problem. But
yeah.
just be honest. If you don't have to do something like
Just cut it
the
off.
way to keep that thing.
Yeah, just cut it off and just unfriend and move on.
Leave it
Like,
in if you don't want it.
yeah, let's
or
not fake
something.
it. Let's just walk away. There's other people to be
Yeah.
friends with. Yeah, yeah.
But then I could be totally wrong, but I don't think I am.
So if you're watching this, just unfriend her. He has not got the time or the energy for you. I will post this on Facebook, and I've got Dean on Facebook. I will tag Dean, and then fingers crossed.
Tag all her family members.
It's
and all her
fine,
friends.
I'll ring the internet, and I'll say, look, internet people,
Let them know.
can you make
Yes.
sure Chel's friends see this, please?
Can you give me the number for the internet? I couldn't get through last time.
Yeah, just one. Just ring one. Yeah.
There's too many numbers for Dean.
Yeah, if you dial two,
Maybe.
that's Bill Gates. You don't want that.
who
Okay.
maybe the friend received the gift the year before and thought that's such a great gift. I love that. I've used it all year. It was so good. I'm going to buy you one.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's yeah. I said that. Yeah, could have been.
Yeah. No.
Maybe you're the bad friend, Chel.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We're giving you a Christmas present that they didn't want. Sorry.
Are you getting him a present this year?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she wants to get it back next year.
I think.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna do that.
Oh,
Buy what
please
you want.
get the same thing again.
Yeah. No.
Make it a thing. Oh, I beg you,
Just
do
keep
it.
regifting it.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. Find the same wrapping paper as well, so they think you've just got a stockpile of the same thing that you gift everybody every year.
Well, I usually do different wrapping paper every year, but I'll just go out of my way to have everything the same, apart from that one gift that's going to have the same
Yeah.
wrapping paper from last year.
Yeah,
All right,
100%.
okay.
Yeah. That'd be brilliant. Imagine.
Even the
What was
same
the
ripped
gift?
paper, sellotape it back together.
I've got to
was
ask.
clothing.
What, an item of clothing
Yeah, it's a t-shirt.
is a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Was it worn? Did it still have the labels on?
No. It had the labels on it. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
What if it was perfume or something like that is more understandable, but
Yeah,
clothing?
that they didn't. Yeah, because with perfume, you'd be like, oh, I don't really like this. I'll gift it them back because clearly they bought it. But a t-shirt.
You wouldn't even do that, would you? You just
No, I know a couple of
Back
old women that have given me the same thing. Or like a packet of biscuits that you can tell is in a really old box that has been gifted to them and they're out of date. You know what I mean? And things like that.
no.
I've had that, but that's old people, do you know what I mean? But
I've had one of my friends I worked with. I worked at in a hotel in the gym, Shrigley Hall, the hotel was, and they were giving out free bottles of wine at Christmas. It was the Christmas bonus. They were proper tight. So we all got the same bottle of wine. I didn't even drink. And one of my friends that worked there I was on the Secret Santa thing. He gifted me his bottle of wine. He worked in a different department, didn't realize in the fitness suite we got gifted wine. So I got another bottle of this fucking wine that was for free anyway. I don't even drink it.
Oh no.
You know, a lot of the clubs and pubs I worked in, people's birthdays, they'd give those bottles out, like this cheap shit Chardonnay.
Yeah.
It was 99p. 99p they used to buy them for. And
That's your Christmas bonus. Here's an insult.
Oh, yes.
In a
did
bag.
you re-gift it though?
No, that bottle that was on the top of my fridge for like months. It was that. That was it.
The one that's been there for years.
Yeah, I don't drink, do I?
Wow.
Take it.
It's gone.
I'll re-gift it.
I've drank it.
That was your present this year.
Oh, you did drink it, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's what he was gonna give to you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm terrible when it comes to like alcohol. Like if I'm going out or if I'm drinking, I'll drink, won't I?
Yeah.
But I had 3 cans of Budweiser in my fridge from last New Year up till about a month ago.
Mm.
Yeah, just sat in the fridge, just wasting space. Yeah. Dean,
Same.
terrible
Go on.
Christmas presents.
Okay, can I just say her one little ick that I forgot about before I do this?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, go on.
How
Your head is on the chopping block here, mate.
how ironic that she reminded me because I forgot. So what it is her memory is that bad. We watch a movie and it can be a big movie. The next night she has no recollection that she's watched it, and we can watch it again, and it's like watching a new movie all over again. It's amazing, isn't it?
I don't do that. You fall asleep. It's me that watches it and tells you about it the day after. Don't even go there.
I haven't even said anything. I've not even spoke. I've literally said or done nothing.
It was the look.
She can
No,
read
I
it,
was thinking, and what I was thinking is when we're watching a film, you do the cliche thing of Like, this is a new film to me. I've never seen this film. We're watching it together for the first time, and you say, "So who's he? What's he done? And what?" And I'm like, I don't know. Let's see how it unfolds. Let's watch it to the end, and we'll find out. I love you. But stop it.
Okay, shitty present before we start another argument.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm not a horrible bastard like you lot. I've had some shitty presents, and all I see is thank you for the gift, because they went out of their way and they made an effort. Well, I never really used to do Christmas and stuff, so it never bothered me about gifts. So if somebody actually made an effort, I was really grateful for that. But if I can think of crappy gifts, it'd be like me nan buy you some. She's you're big, so she'd buy me some oversized underpants that like about 5 sizes too big. It looks like a tent or something. Some Y fronts or something. Like you hold them up and you're like, oh, thanks, nan. It's what I really wanted. Give her a little kiss on the cheek, and I think like she tries, she makes an effort, but
she could try harder to ask your size, is what you're saying, basically. Like, just ask me my size, nan.
I just think I know I'm fat, but is my ass that fucking fat? Because we could get 3 of me in them.
I think she doesn't understand the V-taper, does she? She's seen the width up the shoulders, and thinking that's like you're a rectangle.
Yeah. And my ass is pretty big, but there's not much in the front to pack out, so I don't need pants that big. And on that note,
and on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that's been the Christmas Totally Pointless podcast special. It's certainly been special. We've introduced you to our temporary significant others because we don't know how this will unfold. There will be a New Year podcast. It will be me and Dean. Dean will be recording from the shed if he can speak to the internet and get a connection provided in there. And that's if And that's if Chel will set that up for him, because he can't. He can't access his own bills. He doesn't need to turn the computer on because it's already on. Just you're the point. You're the reason there's a cost of living crisis. Your CO2 emissions in your house because you have to leave everything on because Dean won't know how to turn it on. But I'll leave the hob on. We'll leave the hob on.
It works both ways. I don't have the heating on until Chel moved into this house, and now it's on 20 hours of the day. I'm sweating here.
Same. It's cold.
Yeah, with the heating, I knew it was getting cold. So I bought you a snood, didn't I?
Yeah.
I bought her a snood. You know, them big, oversized, fluffy hoodies and slippers. Because I knew she'd be complaining. So I was like, right, I'll get her a snood. I'll get her some slippers. But my house is freezing. Even I can have the heating set to 70, and it's like Santa's grotto, just divvying out me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been the Pointless Podcast. That's been Chel. That's been Dean. You know Dean. That's been her. Peace.